Deep inside the body, there is a kind of fat that does not sit under the skin, and you cannot see it in the mirror. It wraps around the liver, the heart, and the intestines. Doctors call it visceral fat, and it is far more dangerous than the soft layer on the outside of the belly. This is the type of fat that is linked to heart disease, type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, fatty liver, and even early death. And here is the part many men never hear until it is too late. After the age of 40, the body changes in ways that make this fat easier to gain and harder to lose. Hormones slow down. Muscle mass drops little by little. Metabolism burns fewer calories than it used to. Stress rises. Sleep often becomes lighter and shorter. Together, these shifts quietly drive more fat deep into the abdomen, even in men who do not feel that they are overeating. A flat stomach on the outside can still hide dangerous fat on the inside. That is why some men with a normal weight still have blood sugar problems, high cholesterol, or sudden heart problems. It is not simply about size. It is about location. Most people hear about belly fat in simple terms. Just diet harder. Just do more crunches. Just buy some supplement. But the truth is more complex and also more hopeful. Science shows that visceral fat responds differently than normal body fat. It reacts strongly to certain foods, certain types of movement, and very specific habits. In the next few minutes, you will learn how it forms, how it harms the body, and how to turn the process in the other direction. You will learn why cutting only calories often fails, but changing the source of calories works better. You will learn why long, slow workouts are not always enough, and why short bursts of effort can trigger a deeper burn. You will learn why sleep and stress can quietly block fat loss, even when diet is perfect. There are lesser-known facts that most videos skip. For example, visceral fat releases chemicals that tell the liver to produce more sugar. It can push the body into a constant low-grade inflammation. It even sends signals that increase hunger and cravings, pulling you back to old habits. Stay with this video until the end, because each section builds on the last. You will hear simple, science-based strategies that any man over 40 can start today. No fancy equipment, no extreme plans, just small changes that stack together and work with your biology instead of fighting against it. The goal is not a miracle or some overnight promise. The goal is to pull your visceral fat level down, protect your organs, regain energy, and lower real risk. There is also something powerful in understanding the truth. Many men blame themselves when their belly grows in midlife. They think it is only about willpower. In reality, there are natural shifts in hormones like testosterone and cortisol. There are changes in how muscles use glucose. There are shifts in how the liver handles fat. Once you know this, you can choose smarter tools and stop fighting blind. In this video, you will see a clear plan that connects food, movement, sleep, and daily habits into one method. You will hear practical tips that are easy to follow and proven in research. You will learn warning signs that tell you visceral fat may be rising, even before the waist starts growing. And you will learn how consistent action over 30 days can start to shrink that hidden layer that puts pressure on your health. Stay with me all the way through, because the final part brings everything together into a simple daily routine you can follow. Your future self, your heart, and your family will benefit from the choices you make now. Welcome to our channel. We share straight, science-based guidance to help you live stronger and longer. If you want more clear, helpful videos like this, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss the next one. Visceral fat is the deep fat that sits inside the abdomen and surrounds the organs. It does not sit under the skin like the soft layer you can grab with your hand. It wraps around the liver, the stomach, and the intestines, almost like a tight cushion that hides inside the body. You cannot pinch it. You cannot see it from the outside. A person can look slim and still carry a high amount of this hidden fat. This type of fat acts differently from normal body fat. It is more active, It releases chemicals into the bloodstream that travel straight to the liver. It can raise blood sugar. It can affect cholesterol. It can change how the body uses insulin. Over time, this creates stress inside the body, even when there are no clear signs on the surface. Visceral fat also puts pressure on the organs themselves. It reduces the space they need to work well. The heart, the liver, and the pancreas feel that pressure every single day. This is why doctors pay so much attention to it. It is quiet. It builds slowly. It hides inside the core of the body and keeps working against health without showing obvious clues on the outside. Too much visceral fat does not just sit there. It sends signals through the body that raise risk on many levels. When this hidden fat grows, the liver gets flooded with fatty acids. The liver then makes more sugar and more bad cholesterol, which pushes the heart and blood vessels under extra strain. Over time, this raises the chances of heart disease and stroke, even in men who do not feel sick yet. Visceral fat also makes the body less sensitive to insulin. That means sugar stays longer in the blood instead of moving into the cells. Step by step, this can move a person toward pre-diabetes and then type 2 diabetes. At the same time, the fat releases chemicals that keep the body in a state of low ongoing inflammation. That constant internal stress can damage blood vessels, joints, and even the brain. Another problem is how this fat drains energy. Many men with high visceral fat feel tired, sluggish, and less motivated. Sleep becomes lighter. Exercise feels harder. Everyday tasks require more effort, and the cycle repeats. When visceral fat begins to shrink, the pressure on the organs eases, blood markers start to improve, and the body starts working more efficiently again, with better stamina and a stronger sense of overall health. The first step with diet is creating a gentle calorie deficit. When you take in a little less energy than your body uses, it starts to pull from stored fat. Day by day, the body taps into those hidden reserves, including the deeper fat around the organs. The goal is not starving yourself. It is eating enough, but not more than you need. What you eat matters just as much. Real whole foods make this process easier. Fill the plate with vegetables, fruits, lean protein, healthy fats, and whole grains. Skip sugary drinks, keep processed snacks to a minimum, cut back on added sugar and foods made with artificial fats. These foods drive hunger higher and make belly fat harder to lose. Fiber and protein become powerful tools here. Fiber slows digestion and steadies blood sugar. It helps you feel full on fewer calories. Protein protects muscle, and muscle keeps metabolism active. A simple mix of both in every meal supports steady progress without feeling deprived. Some people also use eating windows. Intermittent fasting, when done safely, limits the hours you eat. This helps the body spend more time using stored fat. For many men, it feels easier than counting every bite and gives the system time to reset between meals. When it comes to shrinking visceral fat, movement becomes a daily tool. Aerobic activity is the foundation. A steady walk, a light jog, time on a bike, or laps in the pool all help the body burn through stored energy. 30 minutes or more on most days creates a steady pull on fat stores and keeps the heart and lungs active. The pace does not have to be extreme. What matters is staying consistent and letting the body work. On top of steady cardio, short bursts of harder effort can add another layer. High-intensity intervals use brief periods of pushing harder, followed by short recovery. This style wakes up the system, challenges the muscles, and encourages the body to tap deeper into fat. The sessions are usually shorter, but they feel powerful and can create strong results when used a few times per week. Strength training plays its own role. Lifting weights, using resistance bands, or even body weight moves like push-ups and squats signal the body to hold on to muscle. More muscle means a higher daily burn, even when resting. It shapes the body from the inside out and supports every other form of exercise. Together, these types of movement help control the stubborn fat that hides around the organs and puts extra stress on the body. Lifestyle habits quietly shape how the body handles fat every single day. Sleep is one of the biggest factors. When sleep is short or broken, stress hormones rise and appetite signals get confused. The body starts craving more sugar and more quick energy, and visceral fat becomes easier to store. A steady sleep routine with enough hours and a calm wind down at night helps the body reset and stay in balance. Stress works in a similar way. Long days, constant pressure, and worry keep cortisol high. That hormone tells the body to hold on to fat, especially around the belly. Simple practices can lower that signal. A slow walk, gentle stretching, prayer or meditation, or a few minutes of deep breathing calm the system and reduce the urge to eat for comfort. Even short breaks during the day make a difference over time. Alcohol also plays a hidden role. It brings extra calories with no real nutrition, and the body burns alcohol first before touching stored fat. That pushes fat loss to the side and can lead to more storage around the midsection. Cutting back, saving drinks for special occasions, or choosing alcohol-free days during the week makes it easier for the body to return to fat burning mode and keep progress moving forward. A simple daily plan keeps everything clear and easy to follow. The day can start with a breakfast that has both protein and fiber. Eggs, yogurt, oats, beans, fruit, or vegetables help steady blood sugar and keep hunger calm. This sets the tone for the hours ahead and prevents the urge to snack on junk right away. During the day, movement becomes part of the routine. A steady walk, a light jog, or any kind of cardio for at least 30 minutes gives the body a steady burn. It can be done in one session or broken into two shorter ones. As long as it happens most days, this keeps the heart working and slowly chips away at stored fat. In the afternoon, strength or interval work fits in a few times each week. Lifting, resistance bands, or short bursts of harder training challenge the muscles and tell the body to stay strong. Then, as evening comes, a lighter dinner helps digestion and keeps calories under control. A calm routine before bed supports deeper sleep and steadier hormones. Keeping sugar low, choosing real food, and repeating this pattern from one day to the next helps the body stay on track without feeling complicated or extreme. When talking about visceral fat, it is important to stay honest. The goal is not to reach zero, because every person needs a small amount of this fat for protection and normal function. The real target is lowering the extra layer that builds up over the years and starts to place stress on the organs. With steady effort, patient choices, and consistent habits, the body responds even if the changes feel slow at first. Progress does not look the same for everyone. Age plays a role. Hormones shift. Metabolism slows at different speeds. Some men lose from the waist first, while others notice changes in energy, sleep, and blood pressure before the stomach looks different. Genetics also shape where the body stores fat and how fast it lets go of it. That is why comparing yourself to someone else can feel discouraging and misleading. Baseline fitness matters too. A man who has been active will respond differently than someone who is just starting. Both can make progress, but the path will not match step for step. The key is understanding that each positive day moves the needle. The body keeps adapting in the background, building healthier patterns, and gradually reducing the deep fat that has been hiding inside for years. You do not need expensive equipment, complicated programs, or extreme measures to make a real change. Small, smart choices every single day add up and have a bigger impact than any quick fix. Consistency beats intensity when it comes to health, energy, and reducing visceral fat. Start today, follow the simple steps, and your body will reward you with more strength, more energy, and better overall health. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like it and subscribe to our channel for more practical science-based tips. Join us and take control of your health. Your future self will thank you.